Hey folks, how's it going? I'm Josh. I'm not going to read this title because it's too long. Just look at it. But it's 8 out of 10 cats, guys. Please still leave your comments below. All our videos are based off your comments. If you are subscribed, you check those out first. Guys, we also have a Patreon, but if you can't afford to donate to it, that is all good. Just continue to like, share, subscribe, and comment below, and that's all we can ask for. And anything that gets blocked goes to Daily Motion. All right? So make sure you guys follow us on Daily Motion too for the stuff that gets blocked here on YouTube. All right. Let's jump into this. It's been a while since we did the 8 out of 10 cats. It's been a little bit. Got my
Choose from the top.
Yeah.
You give yourself too many big numbers, don't you? And that's tough.
I think one's easier than
One,
two.
yes, one, exactly. Or maybe
a
even
rule.
none from the top, and only like two from the bottom.
Not none. You need a big one.
Do I need one big one?
None from the top's quite hard.
Go one from the top.
Well, it's
play
not
it
your
safe.
choice. It's not your fucking choice.
You do what you want.
One from the top, please, Rachel.
One from the top.
See,
It's just one. We just want one number.
yeah.
Hoping it works out.
Right, one large. You gone easy. You've lost your nerve. One large,
No,
five
then
small.
change it then. All from the top. All from the top. Apart from one.
V.
Just mess with his ego.
Oh dear. I've seen something already.
Badge.
Please put a vowel up quickly.
E.
Oh, that. Yeah, okay. Consonant, please.
M.
Vowel.
I.
Almost there, isn't it? All we need is an N. Consonant.
R.
Oh, I'm going to go for it. Another consonant.
P. Prime.
So is this time for today's Countdown Conundrum. The time starts now. Flamingos?
You take the piss, is that right?
What did you want to be growing up?
Well, I want to be a fanny magnet.
Congratulations, Sean. Congratulations.
Well, you know, like my dad. I thought it's a family tradition.
Was your father a fanny magnet?
Oh, God, it's ridiculous. Yeah. And my granddad.
Oh no.
I just had another child, another baby.
Another
one,
child.
yeah. She's
It must be something
she's
stupid.
adorable.
Sean's laughing already.
I don't usually show pictures of my children, but I just wanted to just show.
Oh no. So halfway, that's a decent Photoshop job there.
David?
5.
Okay, what's your 5, David?
Grave.
Keep it light, David. Okay. Do you ever show your sensitive side?
Yeah. I've shown it twice. Once to my wife, and another time I slowed down for a horse.
Just in case anybody.
Oh.
Fish sticks?
Just down here in case you want one. But don't be too greedy, Jimmy, because you know 3 fingers is enough for anyone.
She's so nasty.
Go and an E.
I'll try.
The consonant, please, Rachel.
Thanks, Sean. S.
Wouldn't it be good if we got testes? Could we have a T?
Well, I know the E's.
So yeah, Testes. Testes was a good show that got that was taken off of FX over here. It was such a funny show, man. I wish it wouldn't have got canceled.
Pretty far down, so.
It's quite a long way down. I wouldn't, I wouldn't try and strain our relationship by asking for another E, but...
This is not how the game is played. Susie, are there any accents you find annoying?
Well, there was these polls, aren't there, of accents and how intelligent...
There's always these bloody polls. Susie's gone very UKIP recently. Polls, yes.
Polls.
Polish people, yes.
No, polls.
What was Johnny doing while you were doing that?
He did some really nice drawings, in fact.
Oh no.
Let's hear your 5, sir.
Oh my god, you guys have recommended so much Johnny Vegas stuff, man. I really need to get on that list too. The list is big, but I really gotta watch some more of his stuff. It just popped in my head when I saw him there. That dude's hilarious.
Got some sevens.
You got some sevens?
Yeah.
This one was just for...
It's just
Oh, you fucker! How did you do that to me?
7. I just thought of it. I'd written it down earlier.
Whose handwriting did you write it down in?
I channeled it through Jonathan's hand.
I felt something coming.
If it means that...
In his spare time, Greg enjoys listening to music, going to the theatre, and attacking the city of Tokyo. Sorry, I couldn't keep a straight face through that.
I'm somebody trying to call him Godzilla because he's tall and big.
OK, tonight the prize the teams will be competing for is this, the Countdown Picnic Hamper.
Oh, no. Oh, shit.
Go that way. Perfect. Fabio, you drop your Scotch egg. Literally, that is his only job.
Why don't we do one each? OK. You do the vowels, I'll do the consonants. Yeah, but how do I know when... That's the excitement. We don't know who's going to speak. Right. Right, I'll have a vowel. I was going to do the...
Johnny, what have you got for us?
What I've got is something I'm developing here. I've made a prototype.
Oh, no.
I love it.
It's... yeah, it's my head.
I'm guessing this is for when you're elected Supreme Leader.
Jimmy, it has a multitude of uses. And, also,
Sean is losing it.
Primarily used to weird out Sean.
No, yeah.
3 minus 2 is 1.
3 minus 2, 1.
You're further away than when you started with a 3.
See, I'm trying to go 24 times 25, which will give me 625.
600.
600. Then I just need to find 13. It'll be easy.
Should we agree you didn't get it?
So 1 minus 25 is 24. Was that the next step?
I agree you
Yeah.
didn't get it.
See? Back the fuck up, Jimmy.
Your turn to pick the numbers.
1 from the top.
1 from the top.
Is that what I just said, Jimmy?
I'm just going to wind my neck in. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah.
It's me.
Can we not stop the...
The butter
Stop the beat! Stop the frigging clock! Sean.
Is it... Birmingham?
What?
Renumbering.
Numbering.
Renumbering.
No, it's numbering.
Numbering.
Numbering, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Renumbering.
Sorry, as a stickler for the rules.
It's numbering, and I'm having it. It doesn't matter, we've won anyway. It doesn't matter, because they can't catch us. Whatever, don't care. Who needs to have it?
Are we giving them the 10?
Are we giving them the 10? Says the referee finger that lives in his ear.
If you
Come on, give me a straight answer. You'll go up the nose. We don't need it, we're 2 points ahead. Take your 10 and stick it where the sun don't shine. Give me the hamper and let's just get the news on.
Where would we be without Rachel Riley? I guess helping a drunk Carol Vorderman out of her mobility scooter.
Oh, you dying.
If you're watching, Carol... Oh, should be passed out by this hour. What have you got for us?
Dying.
When I was
I should have looked that up, but I feel like it's too far now. I should look that lady up.
an educator, as I was for many years, I was fortunate enough there was a guest speaker at the school that I taught at, and it was the ex-champion boxer Chris Eubank. He very kindly came in for nothing to inspire the children, and he did a 3.5-hour lecture to them.
Jesus Christ.
That it was unusual, and it consisted of him telling some loose anecdotes, but he interspersed them with very aggressive poems that he'd made up himself, which he shouted into the children's faces. And it was really inspiring. Anyway, I realised afterwards, I didn't think I could do impressions. I've never been able to do impressions. That I can do an incredible impression of Chris Eubank. And because he inspired me that day, I've realised that classic works of literature sound better through Eubank's voice.
What a wonderful treat for us all.
I thought I'd present some to you. And before I do, I would tell you that my agent and every member of production I've spoken to on this show has made it very clear they think this is a terrible idea.
I was gonna say that, and this is what, 2 years old, 3 years old. They're like people who are like in people who are like white who voice black characters that are like stepping down from shows and stuff now because of everything that's going on. Which I mean, I don't agree with. That's kind of wild, but whatever. Oh yeah, I was thinking that when like he's doing this, but this is so old and long ago. That's funny that his agents told him like, dude, you shouldn't do it. That just means it's gonna be even better.
It was the best of times.
Please, a little bit of culture, please.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Oh, shit.
It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. Thank you very much.
I mean, the sad thing is, it's actually a very good Nelson Mandela.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds just...
You sound like one of the Compare the Meerkats. If Chris Eubank was here, he wouldn't be offended. That's how bad it is.
Say, you know what, Greg? Say pugilist a few times. That
gets me in right.
That's his key word.
I wasn't a fighter, I was a pugilist. Are you talking to me? Who the hell are you talking to?
You sound like a villain in Danger Mouse. That's what you sound like. You're the evil one.
I know what you're thinking.
What the fucking hell, Sean? It's one of the worst impressions ever.
Fucking hell,
I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 6 shots or 5? Well, to tell you the truth, all this excitement, I kind of lost track myself. You've got to ask yourself one question. Do you feel lucky? What do you think? My name is Maximus. I think I've made my point, Jimmy.
Oh, I think he's gonna do it. He's gonna do Gladiator. Oh.
I found it very moving, actually. Crying quite a bit. Genuinely one of the worst impressions, I think. I mean, it's okay to say as well, when we go to Dictionary Corner, it's okay to say, I don't have a talent, so just move on.
If they were my fault, I'd have thee whipped for being all before thy time.
Oh, God, again. I'm so sorry, it's so unprofessional.
What you're doing is unprofessional. That's you call that professional?
I mean, literally 2 hours ago, I was speaking to my agent, and he went, I don't know, Greg, is it that good, your impression?
That was fantastic, man. That was good. Like Greg, Johnny, and Sean were like the funniest in this, man. They cracked me up. And when he said he's gonna do the impression in those, they shows like it was a black guy. I'm like, yo, these people are trying to cancel everybody now. You got to be careful, man. Which stinks because it really filters comedy. It stifles creativity. Yeah. But I was thinking as soon as he said like, oh, wait a minute. It was over here. I'm not sure if you guys have heard anything, but I forget the girl's name, but she is, I think, half Jewish, half white, and she voiced a black girl on the show, that Big Mouth show. She stepped down from the role. And the guy who voices Cleveland on the show Family Guy is a white guy, and he stepped down from voicing Cleveland as well. Because they call it's like a version of like animated blackface or something, which just sounds goofy. It doesn't even make sense to me. I don't understand a lot of things, so I'm not going to try to like decipher and see why or why they came to that conclusion. I just don't understand it. It just really seemed to come out of the blue for me. It's kind of like somebody else said before, like if you start there, it's going to slowly barrel down to other stuff too. Like Regina King, who voices the voice of Huey and Dewey. I think I'm saying their names wrong. From what do you call? I'll forget the name of the show, but she's a black lady who does the voice of two black boys, and it's like, are you gonna start there? You're gonna start dividing a line between like if a woman can do a man's voice or a man can do a woman's voice kind of thing too. So you start drawing all these lines, and it just becomes impossible to navigate. So when he said that, it's just what Boondocks. That's what it's called, the cartoon Boondocks. But that's just what it reminded me of when he was about to do that joke, and it was funny. It was fantastic, man. That was really, really funny. I enjoyed this a lot. And every time I watch something like this, the only reason I'm talking about it, because I don't like to get political here at all. It's all about comedy. Only reason why I even brought it up is the fact that anything that can come off as slightly offensive, it can end up getting blocked on here, or I can end up getting like a takedown notice, and that concerns me because takedown notice equals a strike. So it concerns me a little bit because you can see somebody pulling something out of that negatively, just by like how people are stepping down from voice acting roles and stuff now. So it's just always a matter of time. So now I watch stuff and I have like in the back of my head, it's like this air of caution, like, will this turn out bad? Will this get struck? You know? So it stinks, but whatever. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna put it up. It is what it is. Hopefully you guys are happy, safe, and healthy, and I'll see you in the next one later.